Hello you guys, and welcome to a new video today by me, Vulcan. Once again we're on War Thunder, one of my favourite games at the moment, and today we're going to be looking at the Russian planes. Last time I showed you the British ones. I'll try and show you the Russian ones a bit more thoroughly this time though, and today we're going to be looking at the fastest, I believe, dive bomber at its rank, which is tier 5. I do have up to tier 8 planes in the Russians as well, so we're looking at tier 8 again. I've got the 3 variants of the Yak. These are extremely powerful aircraft for their tier. However, they are very weak. Then I've got the Il-4, and this is just a tank basically. It's not a tank, obviously, it's a bomber, but it's amazing. It can take so much damage, and you'll probably see that in a game, as long as I don't get tiered too highly, as though like I don't have like a Mustang on my tail or something, then I should be just fine. And anyway, as you can see, looks like they've got some sort of sale on at the moment, but basically you can see where I am in the tech tree just by looking at this. Pause it if you'd like to have a look. I have unlocked the Il-2M, which is the 2-seater Il-2. However, I don't have it in as one of my planes at the moment, purely because I honestly don't like it that much. It's quite bad. So anyway, we're going to play a few games, hopefully get through most of the planes. If I am being a bit slow with them, I'll probably just crash one, just so we can get on to the next one, or leave it, and then we can have a look at them all in thoroughly. So anyway, the first Yak has 1 cannon and 2 machine guns. The cannon's in the nose, in the prop shaft, and the 2 machine guns are on the top there. Then you've got the Yak 1B. This is the next one. It has 1 machine gun and 1 cannon in the prop shaft. This is the upgraded version. It has a bubble canopy instead of the straight line canopy. And then the Yak 9T is the even more upgraded one. I think the seat's a little further back on the wing. I think that's to secure, yeah, the weight distribution is slightly back further, as you can see there, and it's got a 37mm cannon in the prop shaft, which is extremely deadly. I've got on the P3 BIS, we've got, I believe, 4 1,000-pound bombs at the moment. Probably going to change that to 2 250-kilogram bombs if I can. No, I can't yet because I haven't unlocked it. And the Il-4 has got 4 250-kilogram bombs. And we've also got the upgraded engine and the 95 octane Lend-Lease fuel usage, which is basically more engine power because of better fuel. Right, anyway, let's get going and see how these bad boys perform. So, just going to let it load now, and I'll see you in the game. Okay, so it looks like we're playing Ground Strike Alpine Meadows today. I'm not going to take my best plane to begin with, because I think that's an extremely bad thing to do on this game. On the Yak 9T, you want to keep, well, you can keep the gun targeting distance at max, because all of the guns are in the middle of the front of the plane, which means that they don't have any of the effect of having guns on their wings, where the gun targeting distance is basically where the guns cross in front of the plane. So you don't need to really worry about that on these planes, because they're all front firing. But we're going to go for a bomber first this time. I'm going to show you the Il-4. Comes with 20 minutes fuel time. So we should be able to drop all the bombs and do enough damage in this game to really, well, do a lot of damage. So anyway, you can see here, it's a pretty large bomber. It takes up a lot of the screen, but it's not actually as big as you might think. You can dive bomb. It's very, very manoeuvrable. If I just twist left and right, that is quite good for a bomber. Of course, you have the gunners. So you've got one on the top. I believe you've got a belly gunner underneath, and there's no side gunners. I think that just the top turret guy is basically the main gun on this plane. And then of course you've got the bomber sight and the pilot sight. So we're just going to keep it in third person for now. Take a look at the map and see where our targets are. Now the best thing to do on this map is really get into one of the sort of canyons and then stay reasonably low, not too low, otherwise you'll probably crash the plane because you won't have enough maneuverability to pull out of the canyon, but low enough so that fighters have a hard time getting on your tail. So basically, you see that's the canyon there, then we're going to fly straight over towards these things down here. The round circle is basically where my mouse is. I'm just trying to really point that out. And then we're going to try and not get shot down by a lot of these other planes that are coming near us. So it looks like they have a P-40 Air Cobra. A Spitfire could do some damage, Hurricane. Maybe the BF-109 could as well if he locks onto me. But it looks like they're heading over to the left here. If they do come towards you, if a fighter comes towards you when you're in a bomber, turn towards them because it will give them less time to attack you. That is one of the biggest tips I can give you when playing as a bomber. Right, there's my targets down below. Now because I'm a bit late on the targeting, I'm going to use my diving tactics to take care of these. So I'm 3,000 meters in the air, but that's not 3,000 meters to the air, that's 3,000 meters above sea level. So please bear that in mind. And we've got 4 targets here, which I can drop another bomb on, and we're going to drop another bomb there. That's the 4 bombs gone down. You can see where they land there. So we do have a KI-110 on us. That is a Kila, which is also a Japanese plane. It's basically one of the newbie ones, the ones that you get at the beginning. He's flying in a straight line, so that's not too much of a problem. There has been a couple of updates since the last patch, I believe, which basically means you can pilot critically damaged aircraft. Sorry, it's a bit shaky. There's a fuck ton of flak at the moment. And I think I've actually run out of ammo. Oh, there's a clip there in front of me. I didn't see that. I'm a bit of an idiot. Oh well. That basically gives you that, but you can see how much bullets I took then. Just from those aircraft trying to shoot me down then. That was a bit of an idiotic move. I feel quite embarrassed. There we go. Right, let's get some bombs out. And we're going to go and take out some more stuff. So we're going to take the... why can't I pick the 4 bombs? I swear I had bombs on these the other day. Oh well, looks like we don't even have bombs on this thing. So we're going to not take that. I think I'll take the Yak-19. Now things are calmed down, I can really get onto people's tails without them seeing me. So this is a very, very fast plane. And it's very, very maneuverable as well. So I'll pick my target and then I can pretty much latch onto it. And I'll be able to stay on its tail as long as I don't go into overload too much. Because this is so fast it can literally kill itself. Anyway, we've got an F6F down there. Not exactly sure what that is. I know it's a American dive bomber. Looks like it almost hit the ground there. But I'm coming in for a nice strafing run here. And critical hit. Whoa, that was close. Holy shit. Right. Anyway, critical hit basically means in arcade mode, that's what I was trying to get at. In arcade mode, if you critically hit an aircraft, they automatically bail after 30 seconds. That is like a new addition. Hit him twice there. And he's almost dead. And it looks like he's diving into the ground. And I didn't get the kill. Of course I didn't. Right, let's move on to the next aircraft. Hopefully we can secure that kill. But you can see how powerful the cannon is on this. It's really amazing. Most of the cannons on aircraft are 20mm cannons. For example, the Beaufighter has 20mm cannons. The Spitfires have 20mm cannons. That's the later variant. But this one has a 37mm cannon. I think on one of the German interceptors you can actually get a 50mm cannon, which is insane for ripping the hell out of certain aircraft. Anyway, I saw this SB-2M coming down behind me, so I'm going to try and get into a position to fire a couple of shots on that. This looks like, unfortunately, I just missed that out. So we're going to dive down below it. Oh, this doesn't look like we needed to. But basically I was going to come up underneath it, and there's an Avenger just there, which is similar to the one I was shooting at earlier. It's like the better variant, I believe, the Avenger, and we're going to chase that down. Hopefully catch it up and shoot it down with 37mm cannon. Well, we shall see. Looks like it's currently getting away from it, which is not good. So I'm using my boost at the moment to really catch up, and I'll fly downwards just to pick up some speed. This will hopefully help me catch up. You can see it there, I'm slowly closing in the range, slightly cutting the corner, and then as he bombs this place I can start firing. Be very careful with this. And he's on fire. There we go, blew up in midair. Beautiful. Right, I ran out of cannon ammo now, so I'm going to have to wait for that to reload. I'm running out of speed as well. Now to be careful around these mountains. I did actually make a video on the Russian plains before I got hacked, and unfortunately because I got hacked I couldn't release the video, and it was quite embarrassing actually. I'm quite glad I didn't release that video, because what happened in it was I actually crashed into a mountain while I saw the mountain, so I basically was an idiot. Instead of earlier where I crashed to a bomber and by not looking, that was just silly, but it wasn't as silly as trying to turn when I didn't have enough speed and then accidentally crashing the plane, which is exactly what I did. Anyway, here's an Su-2. This is a Russian dive bomber, which I'm just grabbing onto here in front of me. And hopefully if I can pick up enough speed again, catch up to it. It looks like this guy with the biplane, well, it's not a biplane, it's a fixed wing aircraft, but it's a Japanese, I can't think of the name. Basically one of the sea aircraft which can land on the water. You can see there he's just done a loop-the-loopy, and I'm going to try and catch him. Unfortunately those things are very, very maneuverable, so yeah, he's just got on my tail. Wasn't very clever. We're going to chase onto this Su-2, try and get away from this guy behind me. There we go, critical hit onto the Su-2, blew up. Basically hit his wing with a cannon which exploded and then blew up his fuel in his wing. There's a lot of new cool effects like that now. I'm basically trying to go up and down at the moment to really void this guy behind me, because it's not going too well at the moment, so we're going to have to fly very low, try and lose him. I think he's still on my tail. And up we go, that was close. And now he's still on my tail, but he's very, very slow. So I can just pull away from him like I'm doing now. And hopefully he won't get a lucky shot with the cannon. And with that guy on his tail I can now come back round to try and get another hit. But I didn't need to, because thankfully one of my wingmen helped shoot him down. Right, let's move on to the next plane now. This game's actually taken quite a while. I do enjoy the long games because it really gives you an opportunity to have some really good dogfights with other people. Often in the later games, because the bombs are so strong, a lot of the bombers can literally destroy the entire map's worth of targets in less than 5 minutes, and then the game will just end without you really doing very much. And honestly, that's not very fun. I'd much rather the game be longer and then you'd be able to have a lot more dogfights, because there is a lot of flying in between the dogfights. So let's hopefully get on one of these planes in front of me soon enough, and we can tear it out the sky with our overpowered cannons. A lot of people deem the Yaks to be overpowered, but it looks like we've actually come across a hell of a lot of enemy aircraft here. We're going to dive down onto this HE. Woo, that was close. Probably didn't look close to you, but this thing is not really... oh shit. Okay. Accidentally crashed into a rock. Yay! At least you get to see another vehicle. Right, we're going to go on to the PE3 BIS. Now this is... I will have to play this a lot like the Beaufighter, because I don't actually have the right armaments on it. I should have bombs, but I don't have them because I haven't unlocked them for the aircraft yet, apparently. So we're going to just have to dive onto these fighters and really try and take them out in one pass. That's basically how this is going to work. And because it's got 2 engines, it goes very fast in a dive, and it can handle it. It doesn't have has a very, very high top speed, which allows you to go very fast without hitting the critical speed threshold. So yeah, we'll move on now and try and find an aircraft that's not either flying away from me or flying directly towards me. I don't really want to have the turn, because when this is going very fast it's not very nice to turn at all. So hopefully we'll be able to spot one that fits the criteria. There is a Spitfire there. I think that's been critically damaged. Yep, just got shot down. And we got a few vehicles, or a few aircraft down below us, which are chasing my teammates. So let's just see. Spitfire is now flying away from me. That will give me a great chance to latch onto the back of him. You can see here, just me trying to turn onto him is not working out very well. Yeah, so he can just outmaneuver me. And I'm just going to fly straight past him and go on to another target. and I hit him as well. Damage to his oil tank. And then we're going to fly up into the distance, and if they try and follow, they're not going to be able to catch me. And then we'll come back round for another pass using the speed again to latch onto aircraft and do enough damage to really take them out. So when I get to about 300 airspeed, I will turn around. I think that's 300 kilometers per hour. We'll turn around, not very fast, and then we'll come back down for another run onto these Spitfires. So if this HE-112 flew straight towards me now, if he was in my squad, I would kind of tell him to, and then I could shoot him straight in the engine, the Spitfire, as he flew past. But it seems he's actually flying slightly away from me, which isn't too much of a problem. Looks like he's going to try and do a barrel roll, but the Spitfire's not fast enough to follow him up. And because the Spitfire is very slow, get a critical hit as I fly past. And that's probably the end of the Spitfire. Yep, he's not going to be able to pull up probably. Or is he? Looks like he is. Okay. Well, he's managed to survive that so far. Getting pretty slow, so we better turn around and go around for another pass. And the Spitfire that I just shot down and gave critical damage to just got destroyed by somebody else. Okay. So we're going to move on to the HE-112. Or maybe this I-13 or I-153, and we'll try and take some shots at these as we get closer with our speed. Looks like we do have company behind us though, in the form of a Bf-109, which is not very fun. And we destroyed him. That was one of the early Russian planes, and we actually have a Corsair on ours, so I'm going to have to try and outmaneuver that very quickly. Go into a reverse roll and come down onto this HE-112A. You can see how hard it is for my plane to turn and get down on top of people. So basically we just have to use our speed to really outmaneuver the enemy and just fly in a straight line pretty much. Now flying in a straight line isn't always great. Looks like my gunner's been actually owned though. Gonna just stay in a straight line now, try and take out this Corsair by hitting him in the engine. Nope, to no avail, unfortunately. At least we get to look at another plane, like I say. So we can go on to the Yak-1B now. This is the second variant of the Yak that you unlock, and is again another good fighter. You can take out a lot of things with this, although the 20mm cannon and having one less machine gun does hurt a lot. Although this goes considerably faster, I believe, than the first variant. I do have the camo for this. This is like a special camo. When you buy the plane, you'll get like a standard Russian camo, which is like the mottled green colour. Whereas this is this is a Polish variant, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's a nice aircraft. And it looks pretty nice with this colour scheme on it. We're just going to find those guys who shot me down, and we're going to take revenge with an even better plane. Unfortunately, we're not winning this at the moment. If I had a bomber, I'd try and help out, but unfortunately I don't have any left. So we're going to latch onto one of these guys, probably the Gladiator, because it looks like the HE-112 is being disabled and just crashed. And we'll probably be able to take out this guy in one pass as long as I don't get critical speed. But it doesn't matter anyway because Gladiator's dead. I'm coming around onto the Beaufighter instead then. Looks like he's turning towards me, which is not good. I don't want to go 1v1 against this guy, not straight on anyway. I'll try and shoot him as he goes past. Hit him a couple of times, didn't get the hit markers, but that was weird. You saw the guns explode on his wings. But oh no, no damage. Trying to really aim for his engine, that's what I'm trying to hit. There we go, hit his engine there and blew his wing off. Wonderful. That is the easiest way to shoot down a Beaufighter. Now we'll move on to the ME-410. This is the plane I was talking about earlier, which can have a 50mm cannon on, but it didn't look like it lasted long against the Yak-3. which I think is the one I was playing earlier. But there we go. Move on to another plane now. Need to really take out the IL-4 in the distance, because that is a bomber and can do serious damage and win the game for them. But instead I'm going to move on to attack this Hurricane, or F4F, which is a dive bomber instead. So we're going to get some speed up, going to dive on this guy. Woo, that was close. Lucky he pulled up, because I was about to do the same. And we're going to pull round and try and take out this guy. Nope, we're not, because we got the Hellcat back on our ass. It's actually the Wildcat, which is a different variant. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Whoa, what the fuck happened there? I think I hit a tree. Okay, well, we're fucked. I'm critical damage. There's no way I'm going to be able to survive this. I'm going to have to try and like land my plane. But I've got somebody on my ass, which is not good. Have you ever seen a plane landed like this? Okay, get down, get down, get down. Oh, landing, landing, landing. Come on, turn the plane, please. Turn the plane, turn the plane. Turn the plane. Okay, well, oh no, I'm fire. Fuck. No. No! Damn it. I nearly landed that, of course. Oh, for God's sake. If I only hadn't set my wing alight, I probably could have done some epic landing. That is a shame. Right, let's move on to our last plane now. This has been a hell of a long battle. Battles don't often last this long. They can last up to 30 minutes. So they can last long. But I didn't expect to last this long, because I've actually managed to get through almost all the planes. That last plane I didn't do too well with. I kind of just flew over there and then got shot down. Does happen sometimes though. Does happen to everyone at one time or another. It looks like this game's really going to end up being decided by everyone losing their planes on one team or the other, and that does happen occasionally. So it's fun when that happens, because it means that you get into cool 1v1 dogfights at the end of the battle. However, it looks like the enemy is going to win, even though he just said we're going to lose. As long as we destroy their aircraft quickly enough. Now I do like this aircraft a lot more than the other two Yaks, purely because it seems a lot more manoeuvrable. I don't know if it's because it's lighter, but I'm not sure. It does have 2 machine guns as well, but it can do more damage. It's just a lot weaker. You'll see that if I do get somebody on my arse, it's going to be very hard to shake them. Well, maybe not hard to shake them, but harder to... Well, we're not going to be able to take much damage, basically. Hurricane's not my problem, so I'm going to help this JU down here with his problems with the F2A. So Buffalo, that's the tier 2, I believe, American fighter. And he's actually decided to go for me instead. Luckily I've got a Yak 3 on call. Hopefully he won't crash into me. And he's going to try and shoot that guy down for me. And looks like he succeeded. Thank you very much, Yak 3. Above us we have a Blenheim bomber. Okay, I'm going to have to really get up and kill that, because that is going directly for our ground targets, and that will not end well. That'll be game over. So basically what I'm going to have to do is slowly climb using the WEP, unless this F4F manages to shoot him down. In which case it's probably saved our team entirely. And because I'm not really making much progress in getting up there, it's going to take me a while. The Yak 3 is probably going to do a lot better job. If that's their last plane, however, it'd be worth chasing it. I'm trying to really weigh up what's happening here. We got a Typhoon coming in from their spawn, and the Blenheim bomber is, I think, heading for our base at the moment, with 3 guys following him. So let's go on this Typhoon. Probably do a lot better job. I'm not fast enough to really catch up with that Blenheim bomber, and he's got about 4 or 5 planes over there. Typhoon, however, very fast plane. Not great at manoeuvrability, so I'm pretty outdone this guy. But hopefully I won't have to, just be able to shoot him down in one pass. Nope. Overload is kind of stopping me from getting on his tail at the moment. Stopped my engine for a second just to lose some airspeed. Oh, don't need to hit a tree again. And we'll come back down on him from another place. He is so dead. If those guys don't get him, I probably will. Oh, no, they got him first. And he's dead. Boom! Into the ground he goes. What enemy targets they got left? I think they're just all pillboxes that haven't been destroyed by bombers. Yeah, haven't really done well there. The rest of the targets are easy. Hostile team has lost all its aircraft. So there you go, guys, a nice long game today. I don't think I'm going to be really doing another one. Actually, what I might do is I might give you a quick game with Il-2. I'm sure a lot of you guys who are watching this who like the Russians think, oh look, the Il-2 is like one of those legendary World War II aircraft. I did quite well, 5 ground kills, 4 air kills, nothing really special, mid scoreboard, but I kind of showed you how it went. An extra 1.5 times XP today. That is very nice. We spent the most time in the Yak 9T. I believe that's what we got the most kills in. So yeah, got a challenge complete as well. Very nice. Okay. So anyway, I think I might change one of these. Let's change the PE3 bis. Let's change that to a Il-2M. There we go. And now we've got this instead. And what I'm going to do, we're going to play a quick game with this. We're going to use the 8 rockets and 400 kilogram bombs. That means we have a very good heavy armament. Has a rear gunner as well, which is awesome. But the trouble is with this plane, it's very slow. It gets outmatched by a lot of other planes. It's really good for like shooting down bombers though with the rockets. I'll try and show you that if I can. We're just going to upgrade the crew quickly. So you can see I have 40 points cost to upgrade reload speed. I've got 50 points crew XP to spend. On this one I'm going to upgrade the G tolerance of my dudes. Don't want to buy more. And we're going to do it even more so on this one. There we go. And on this one we're going to increase our G tolerance. That's just to stop the blackouts basically. And let's go to battle. Okay guys, so it looks like we've got a domination game today. I haven't shown you this game mode yet. It's actually basically you have to land on the enemy runway to capture it. And there's 2 neutral runways at the beginning, and basically you have to capture them at the beginning to start removing points from the enemy tickets. It's kind of like conquest mode on Battlefield, for instance. But anyway, I'm going to take the Il-2, and as soon as I get shot down the Il-2, I'm going to have to end the episode, unfortunately, because I am running out of time. And basically what I'll do is probably just quit the battle after that and say goodbye. But let's get going with this thing. It has good rockets. There are a few ground targets on the domination maps, so it does give us something to shoot at. But you can see the crosshair is slightly different with rocket aircraft. You have like I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but basically a way of judging how far you need to fire above something to destroy it. So you can see here our A20G has captured our airfield, something has already captured their airfield. I've got bombs, which is R on the key, well, bombs are spacebar and R is rockets on the keyboard. So we're just going to really fly towards all of these aircraft coming in the opposite direction, and hopefully, I hope this Bowfighter is not going to attack me. I'm going to fly towards him in case he tries to dive on me. Yep, he did. He tried to dive on me. Unfortunately, he missed. Which is good for me. I do have very good armament. You can see, just look at that. Like, if I held down the trigger, you'd see just how much shit I do have. I'm going to rocket and then bomb. So let's just see how this goes. Rockets are awesome in this game. I don't think I've showed them yet, but they are very, very cool. So let's just get the rockets out. Let's fire one. That was pretty close, actually. You have to basically hit directly. Well, we destroyed 2 aircraft, or 2 ground vehicles, but see, the manoeuvrability of the Il-2 is very good. It's just very slow. which enables people to get on your arse again very quickly. Drop another couple of bombs there. Whoa! And we just got shot down. And unfortunately, shot out this guy because, well, somebody took the wing off. So that was a bit short, so I'm not going to let you go away with that. I'm going to go on to another aircraft, why not? Let's take the Yak 90. I do love the dogfight battles, especially this map. This map is amazing for dogfighting. Because there's only 2 airfields, it's very sort of balanced map. And getting onto someone's tail in this map is so fun. And that guy has a jet fire, you can see that. Oh my god. That is not very nice. That thing has about, I think, 4 cannons on it. Not very nice at all. Look at this sexy cockpit view. Look at that. He smiles in this guy. Nobody can catch up with him. Let's go down to one of these ones we can naturally shoot down. Let's have a look. Who could I target? Take out this BF-109 maybe? He's on the Lag 3's tail. I think he's just shot down the Lag 3 as well. I'm picking up a lot of speed there. Gonna have to slow down. It looks like he's already been shot down. So I'm gonna leave him be. I think that was a Yak similar to mine actually that just shot him down. Yep, a Yak 9T shot him down. You can hear the distinctive cannon going doof 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 doof. That is one way to tell if it's a 37mm cannon on your tail. Now other planes do have a similar cannon, but looks like here we're going to be able to get onto a couple of people's tails. It all seems to turn away from me at the moment. I'm going to try and get on this BF-109 there. Try and help this guy out. Oh, too late. He's already dead. Let's take out this King Cobra. Nope, let's not. Let's move on to the Il-16 instead. Nope, he outturned me. Okay, we're in trouble now. I just flew into a bunch of enemy aircraft. And yeah. Let's try and get away from this. We're not going to be able to do too well. Just jump over the... Jump over the hedge line. Whee! This is fun. Flying so low, can't even take me out. Woo! That's close. Oh no, no back. Look how many planes out of my ass, guys. Come on, you gotta give it up for that. That was pretty smooth flying right there. Yeah, anyway guys, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching guys, hope you've enjoyed this one. Just going to probably finish this off now, but I'm sure you've seen enough. So watch out next time for the German planes. I'm sure you'll enjoy those ones, they're very awesome. So thanks for watching guys, hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.